Oh, it's all over. The Hybrid series is over. There's no more content. Anyways, here's wave 2. Hello everyone, welcome one and all back to the Hybrid series. That's right, if you hadn't watched to the end of the Hybrid Thomas video, you'll be surprised to find out that wave 2 was planned all along.
Just move on up toward your destination, though you may find from time to time complication.
And set to debut wave 2 is everyone's favorite TRAM engine, Sodor's number 7, Toby, the TRAM engine.
Just move on up for peace you'll find into the steeple of beautiful people where there's only one kind. So hush not, child.
This model was made with... Wait, hold on a sec. Hey, cut the music. There we go. That's better. That's it's more accurate. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Toby, dearest Toby, was all in all probably one of the easiest hybrid models to make. The TVS model was already fairly close. I mean, to be fair, it is also kind of hard to mess up a wooden box. All I had to do was reproportion it. TVS Toby is too tall vertically, too stumpy, and just overall oversized. Compared to a real J70, that is. It's okay, Toby, you're perfect just the way you are. And here's Toby. Oh damn, he big. For comparison, look at TVS Toby scaled next to Hybrid Thomas. Here's a J70 next to an actual E2. And here's Thomas and Toby next to each other in the RWS. I think it's safe to say that TVS Toby is just too big.
I don't know what the hell you feeding him, but he is too damn big!
Whoa. So let's see what we can save from TVS Toby to transfer to a Hybrid Toby.
But I turned down the lights. Come on, baby, come inside. Better than being some fool's bride.
Namely, the chassis, while no longer the most accurate on the market, are still admissible considering they're going to be covered up 100% of the time. The wheels, however, are no good, outdated, but we'll get back to that. So, fundamentally, Toby is made up of 3 parts. He's made up of his shell, his cow catchers, and his chassis. Now, the chassis will be saved and reused. Here are his new rims that we'll be using for Hybrid Toby. Some new Marklin BR80s, courtesy of Chonkers. Thank you, Chonkers. Now I get to do the super fun job of lining up his chassis to some J70 orthos.
Turn down the lights. Come on, baby, come inside. Better than pretending to know what's wrong or what's right. Better than being some fool's bride.
Unfortunately, in this scaling venture, we found that the real J70 is just too damn small. It'd be out of scale with everything, and to be fair, the Hybrid series isn't exactly 1-to-1 with their IRL basis. They're relatively still TVS size, so that they fit with TVS rolling stock and TVS buildings. Technically, Hybrid Henry is more chunkier and bigger than an actual Black 5. Now, we'd match the scale to Hybrid Toby to TVS Toby, but again,
Too damn big!
So looking through some RWS illustrations, we see that Toby is somewhere in between Thomas and Percy's size. And if we look at him next to parable characters such as James, he's just about James's height. So, to be safe, we'll make him James's size. And luckily enough, the chassis just about fit the proportions of the orthos representing the real J70. Something else we can say from TVS Toby is his buffer beam and buffers. Now, it's time to make the baseboard that will support his entire upper half. And now, his meticulous side plates. Alas, his side plates are complete. To not go too far out there with the design, I think it's a safe bet to reuse the TVS cowl catchers for the front and back. Just with the slight modification of removing the backing plastic molding so it looks less plastic and toy-like. Voila! His entire bottom half is already done. Now, considering the roof shape is pretty basic, it's safe to reuse TVS's Toby's roof for Hybrid Toby, just with some slight modification. Then, we need to recreate the pillars of the J70 that keep everything upright and together. These are the TVS's pillars that are too chunky and would honestly be harder to fix to the new proportions than it would be to actually just make new ones. So I made new ones. Made the ones on the front, fitted them, and done. Thankfully, I can just Control-C, Control-V all the way out and just put it in the back. Now I can just paste in the boiler and cab controls of the model into this new one after again just reproportioning it and fitting it in. Then I just quickly had to make the middle sections for each end and the windows. So with that, the exoskeleton, the wooden infrastructure, is done. Now I just gotta make the wooden planks, which thanks to PBR texturing, I don't have to make them one by one. I can just make 2 flat planes, line them up, and have them textured to be textured like wooden planks and give it a 3D effect. Yeah, shout out Hype Maps, shout out Kiwi, thank you Kiwi. Now, another thing. On TVS Toby, the boxy gentleman has this plaque up top of more wooden planks. But on the J70s, they didn't have this. It was just more solid wood that was part of the infrastructure. So, for Hybrid Toby, we'll be leaving that out. And boom, he's actually almost done. All that's left now are his roof details and a couple fixes here and there. For one, I made the side windows too small, so I quickly went back to scale that up. After finishing his roof thingies, let me know what this is called in the comments, by the way. I went to go make his bling bling, the chains on the side. Alright, let's paint him blue real quick. And, there we go. Oh, and wouldn't you know it, with that, Hybrid Toby is done. Let's take a look at some size comparisons, and then let's see him in game. Here he is next to Thomas and Percy. Here he is next to James. And finally, here he is next to TVS Toby. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys like the quote first episode of quote season 2 of the Hybrid series. More so just the first installment of Wave 2. For those of you curious as to where I've been the last 5 months, Still no thoroughbred, but if you watched 10,000 subscriber special, the channel trailer, there's a segment at the end of the video talking about the plans for this year. Namely, one of the biggest ones is the SudrianRails Grand Tour. Egotistical, I know. Basically, I'm just going around, technically almost all over the world, you know? US, UK, da-da-da-da-da. To debut the tour, I actually had a hand in hosting our own fandom meetup, which I think is still mind-blowing how successful it was for us and how many people actually showed up. If you'd like to take a look at what that was like for us, check out the first stop of the SudrianRails Grand Tour on this video here. There should also be a link on the top right and in the description if you're curious. It was kind of nerve-wracking and a lot of fun, but I don't want to spoil too much. So if you can, you have an hour to kill, go check it out. But that's not all, because just 3 weeks ago we had already went to the second stop of the SudrianRails Grand Tour. We went to Florida for the Florida Rail Fair. And that's going to be the next video. It'll be a shorter vlog, this one. It won't be an hour, it'll be like 30 minutes. So that'll be the next video, and I'm really excited to get working on that right after this. Alright, thanks again one last time everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoy Hybrid Toby.
My name
Wait, sorry Toby, what was that?
is Tobias.